And we are back. All right.
Wow.
All right. Back again. Hello, everybody. This is Devs and Diaries with your best friends, your only friends, and honestly, if you say that you have any other friends, I'm going to be insulted. Uh, Devs and
You
Diaries.
better not be talking to other people.
Absolutely
It is Devs
not.
and Diaries.
It is. This is the I'm very exclusionary show. Please, all the attention. But this is Devs and Diaries, a Monday show where we answer your questions. We are both developers at Jackbox Games. My name is Michael, and my name is Farhan. I've done this again, and I'm joined by my co-host.
I am Michael. No matter how many times Farhan tries to steal my identity, I have LifeLock. This has all been a LifeLock ad.
I swear to God.
It's on you.
I feel like it's so annoying because every single time, even last time I had the identity crisis, I still had the issue of like, okay, yeah, I'm Michael now. Like this, you see, that's what happened. So here's the actual tea, you guys. Here's the actual tea.
Yeah. So you didn't know my mother's maiden name or my first pet's name, so they found you out.
Right,
so.
right. But the main thing is that, like, you see this shirt. I'm trying to embody Michael these days. Like these days, Michael typically he has like he's up there with the fashion. He's the they call him couture on the streets. I've never heard the word before, but
They do.
often the word couture goes hand in hand with Michael all the time. And that being said, like I trying to up the game myself, you know.
And I think you've done an amazing job.
You know,
so
the Leafs made me into a new man. I feel much like a different version of Pokemon. Dare I say a little Venusaur? I don't know.
There's some sort of petal attack that Venusaur has, and also flowers and roses, I believe. It's been a while since I've seen the episode where Bulbasaur or Venusaur gets introduced, but I'm pretty sure that does happen at some point, and it's very floral, very beautiful, if I do say so myself. Fashion is in the air, dare I say. But you know what else is in the air is survive the internet, which is the segue that I went with.
I was gonna say, Michael.
So we're going to go.
Since we're talking, I was gonna say, since we're talking about in the air, what did you do yesterday?
I did go skydiving yesterday, which is something I really would have kicked myself if I had died not having done. So I figured if I died while doing it, then it was a worthwhile sacrifice to make, because the unskydived Michael would have been an unhappy Michael. So yes, I went tandem with a man named Cody who had a nose ring.
Shout out to
and
Cody.
A nice beard. Yep. Shout out Cody.
Shout out Cody's beard.
Yes. I felt very safe in his arms. So that was great.
Oh, and I don't know if we mentioned this, but this is actually an advice podcast. Not a podcast, it's a Twitch show. But this is actually an advice show. We're going to be taking questions from the audience, and feel free if you have any questions about our games, if you have any questions about the development process, if you have any questions about basically anything. It doesn't even necessarily have to be development. In the past, we talk about stool and stool softening materials. We're talking about fashion. We're talking about whatever you want. Any questions that come to your brain, just in the chat right there, and we'll answer them live, hopefully.
Pop them in the chat. I mean, we were hired ostensibly at Jackbox Games to be engineers. So if you have any engineering or game development questions, that's our technical area of expertise. But, you know, we are multitudinal. We are layered individuals with complexities. So we will take any and all questions that you have and do what we can with what we are given.
And Michael, would you like to take a little bit? Let's review what we learned last week. Actually, every week at the end of the episode, we try to synthesize what we talked about, what we learned through that podcast, and try to put it down. Basically, try to synthesize it into a singular idea or a lesson that we'd like to take away from that day. This case, last week's was
Yes. Our diary entry for Monday, April 12th. Take a trip to the stool, and if you force it, you'll only get backed up, which is great life lesson to take from our conversation. And at the end of this episode, we will find another life lesson along the way and write it into our diary once again. So stick around.
Stick around.
Because who knows where this train will go.
Usually it doesn't
Hopefully where the engineers laid the tracks, because that's how trains work. But sometimes trains can go elsewhere. And that's where we're going.
The worst part about us is that you have a schedule. Usually a schedule follows like, okay, you're going to read this stop at this point, this stop at this point. The problem with our train is just that it goes wherever the hell it wants, whenever it wants. So it's kind of like, hey, you know, some tracks may not even lead to the country you're trying to go to, but will take you there. And that's the point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you only ever go where tracks are laid, then there's some miner at the end with a pickaxe always waiting for you. Got to blaze your own trail. We do have a question from the Origaming King saying that they love Zeeple Dome. Thank you. And do you think we would ever experiment with something like that again? Yeah, of course we would. We experiment with almost everything during our prototyping phase, or like prototyping development of our games. And yeah, the in general like actiony style is definitely something we're still messing around with. I mean, we won't make a game unless it's fun. So you know, there's absolutely no promise or guarantee we will ever release a game in that style again until we find something that is fun. But it's definitely like a genre that we are thinking around with.
Someone asked, do you like trivia, joking games, or drawing games more? I actually like the joking games more. I have an affliction mentioned on Futurama as stupid fingers. My fingers do not work the way I want them to. My brain just will not draw the things I wanted to draw. So the joking games are great because all you have to do is just come up with some random bullshit, and that part's easy. The trivia games, I tend to not know anything because I'm also bad at like world knowledge. I wish I knew more stuff.
Fingers and like general knowledge.
But
yeah.
The worst part is like with trivia, it's always like our games are interesting where it's always like very obscure trivia. It's never like, you know, how many atoms are in hydrogen? It's always like very obscure shit like how many feathers are on a pumpernickel white-breasted feather bottom? I don't know. I'm grasping at straws.
I am so non-knowledgeable about trivia that I can't even create fictitious trivia questions.
Yeah, I know so much.
And this
nothing.
is why we were hired as engineers and not as writers, because
Hold up.
Although both of us have written content that has gotten into shipped versions of these games. So
oh man, did we? What? How much did you write for? You wrote for Talking Points, right?
Yeah, I think I wrote a small chunk of content, and I want to say I don't know how much of my content got in. Maybe like at least one. I know that there was at least one. At some point I filtered by content that was authored by me and I saw at least something there and I was like, okay, good.
I wrote one question. My claim to fame is just I am the most knowledgeable person. According to everybody else, I'm the most knowledgeable person on the human centipede in our office now. So any human centipede also related questions, I am the subject matter expert for this company. Not only do I have an engineering hat, but I also have that dictionary hat right there for you.
Yes. What are engineers if not poets of code? Amazing. Thank you, House of Darklight. Uh, Another question. If you wanted, from the Or Gaming King, thank you for these questions. If you wanted to make another Survive the Internet, would you stick with the Windows computer art style or head to another type of art style? I guess to respond, what's a Windows? Is that
Michael,
like
this
some
stop.
sort of? Sorry, I guess I'm not aware of any. Is it like a computer? Because I have a Mac, and I just don't know too much outside of that. I just think my code, and it kind of disappears on screen. The usability is great. Crazy
man.
Michael's hair. Michael's oil.
I feel like the Windows style is outdated. It would be like, I think that a better way would be like that Reddit style, or like that scrolling. You know how like they have like the scrolling news feed now. News feed, like a news feed style would be kind of something that would still work out, because I feel like the forum posts and like posting doesn't look like this anymore. It's completely different now.
Yeah, I think that there is something to be said of like purposefully. I mean, even when this game came out, it was purposely non-current, right? And I think that there's definitely something to that kind of nostalgic view on. I mean, the actual answer, by the way, is that the art director would have a great idea on how it would be displayed. Because I don't know, but yeah, like I mean, there's I like AIM. Or like,
AIM.
Yahoo Answers.
Yahoo Answers would be so good. Yeah, no, it'd be it's gone.
Is so bizarre. So it's
It's really sad to me that Yahoo Answers is gone, because I know there's a whole slew of physics students out there that used specifically Yahoo Answers for answers, and man, it makes me sad that the new generation of physics students are not going to have some. I guess they still have Reddit, but.
Yeah, no, I mean, how is Babby formed? Like, these are like fundamental questions that I feel like it's important for everyone to think critically about. I see that Michael's oil is getting a lot of interest from the internet. Well, have I got news for you? Because I have actually been packaging the oils that have come off of my body into small mason jars that we'll be sharing a link at the end of the stream to two simple orders or two simple payments of 1995. So,
and for those that are just joining, welcome to Devs and Diaries. This is a podcast where we sell Michael's facial oils on the dark web and the light web. Whichever web you want, Michael's oil is on it. And you can't get enough of it. It's all over the web. It's slick with his oil.
My face keeps creating these oils. Doesn't it know that that's how the zits form? Gosh. Will they ever stop?
Man, speaking of which, when I was a kid, I used to always, hate, but I love them now. Hold on. I have to be funny for a second.
Yeah, I know. Wait. Can we get some?
I'm panicking. And now I'm panicking. I think I'm gonna lose my job.
Lose me job?
I'm gonna lose my job. I used to be a writer. Now I'm just gonna be a developer.
Yeah, the nostalgia market is huge.
Nostalgia market, but also like
Lorenzo's oil. Yeah.
So you guys, do you remember the Neutrogena commercials, or like those face wash commercials when we were kids? Or I guess they're still around now.
Yeah, commercials are such an interesting. Like, I feel like commercials are starting to get more and more self-aware. This is an old take, honestly. Commercials have been self-aware for a while. But do you remember that Super Bowl commercial, the Tide commercial, that like reframed all other commercials as Tide commercials?
Yes.
Because all you're going to be doing in the other commercials is looking for
the
brightness of their clothing.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's like, that's one of the very few times I think I've been okay with just advertisement in general. I'm so anti corporation, gosh. Uh
Okay. No,
I'm still young and hip, right?
I still, yeah,
That wasn't
absolutely
that,
right, Ash.
yeah. Yes, right, Ash. You are still young and hip.
So my main issue with those Neutrogena commercials and those like commercials with the face washes was there is absolutely no way that they were. There's absolutely no way that they made their face, because I've sat down and I've looked at like the cross section of all that, and there's no way that you would be getting all that water on your face. There's no way you're even washing your face.
No, I used Neutrogena for a while, or no, not Neutrogena, Proactive for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The answer is that like your body's exploding and it's different for everyone, but like,
oh, for
that did
sure.
nothing for me.
But have you ever tried like filling up a bucket of water and then like doing the whole wave splash thing? You know how they
Like
do it in the
that,
commercials. Yeah.
getting
Like how they do it in the
that
commercials.
shot?
How they do it
Yeah,
in the commercials.
ridiculous. Never happens.
Okay, so when I was a kid, I tested to try to see like, well, how much water am I getting like on my face versus like just everywhere else, right? So I think what I did was I put toilet paper on myself to see like how much water I would get everywhere, and then I splashed myself, right?
What are you talking about?
Wait, listen, okay, just listen. You're not listening.
I think I'm listening, but maybe not.
Okay,
fully understand.
How are you gonna tell how wet a certain thing is without having like a barometer, right? Like if you don't have paper on your body, then how are you gonna tell it's wet? You can't gauge it.
The way you tell how wet something got is by how much water is currently on it, right? Like if you're just splashing water on your face, it's like, oh, this much of my face now has water, so it went that far, you know?
I get that, but like, there's no way to like.
You're right. I mean, I
you know,
love the image of you wrapping yourself in toilet paper for this scientific experiment way more. So
as I've gotten older, I'm seeing the flaws in my plan now. All right, I was 8, but I still think it was a solid idea. Yeah. Okay. So then, if my face feels, now that I think about it, my barometer was if my face feels more wet than the paper, and that doesn't make any sense. I think it might have been like, if I were to do this again, what I should do is do the water splash, see how much water is missing in the tub versus how much water is on the floor, and then measure that, and that'll work.
Yeah, could work. But I mean, water that hits your face could also end up on the floor or anywhere, really. Who knows the trajectory? I mean, and then you'd have to do a water physics simulation just to kind of like figure out how it could work. So all I'm saying is that your fashion has definitely improved since the wrapping yourself in toilet paper days. And that's the kind of growth that we're looking for here at Jackbox Games. So
absolutely,
congratulations, you got the job.
Oh, thank you. That's all I ever wanted. Who am I talking to? Mr. Jackbox? Is that you? Mr. Box, I'm sorry. First name Jack.
Yes. Yep. This is my company, and we're just so happy to have you on board, Toilet Paper Man. So you start now. Your desk is over there, next to the bathroom. And I do need you to hold these 2 rolls of toilet paper at all times so that people can have access to them before they go to the bathroom.
Imagine being the toilet paper roll. Like someone's using the bathroom, or someone makes a spill and you just have to roll in there and absorb it all up. I mean, it would be a nightmare, but I mean, like, granted, it'd be very impersonal because it's just like, I need toilet paper, and then you see my happy ass walk in and be like, oh no.
It's like those bizarre people who like are in the bathrooms of clubs who like just dry your hands, right? That's their whole job. I feel like it's kind of getting phased out with the advent of a blow dryer, but I don't know.
Oh, Mikey's cat is on his lap. on their lap.
It's a violation of my personal space. Oh no.
Um,
Stay of depression.
oh man, you know this game. There's something about this game that's so simplistic that I do love. Like it's just quips, but it's not.
It's just a reframe, right?
It's like not quiplashy where it's like, okay, you have to come up with an answer to a question. It's like you have to take stuff and then just mess with it, and I do love it. I do love the twisting of everything.
Yeah, it is truly
Mine.
Oh man, very good. Good because pancakes.
Oh.
Wow, we got some great questions and answers just in this game. Oh, it's meta, right? This is the new WandaVision.
Oh, I haven't seen WandaVision yet. If you were to describe it but not give me any spoilers, how would you describe it?
It's a TV show that is very clearly made by people who love the medium, and you can feel that kind of coming through, even though there is like some fan servicey Marvel action, like monkey brain, just popcorn, whatever. You know,
Did you?
it has both.
See,
It has both.
I've been thinking of. Did you see the trailer for Shang-Chi?
Yes, I did.
What were your thoughts?
It like just came out today, right?
Yeah. It did just come out today.
Okay, I watched it muted while brushing my teeth. So does that
Phenomenal
answer
burn,
your
by the way.
question about my level of knowledge on the trailer?
I watched. Oh, so the trailer
Looked good.
It's
From the Twitter captions. I don't know.
no shade in any direction. Actually, a little bit. But the sound design is similar to like everything. It was like it was so much like the where it's like doof doof and then like a little bit of pause and then the yeah, literally that. It was like the boom boom. Boom, 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 boom. It was like such a Fast and the Furious type movie trailer, and I was just, I mean,
but that's
I'm excited.
Just all trailers look the same. I don't know. I mean, I think that there's trailers. Not all trailers look the same, but they are very formulaic at this point. And I think it's just kind of hard to judge the quality of the thing. Like, I don't know if the marketing on WandaVision did a great job of showing what I feel like was the real quality parts of the show that got people talking and people excited about the thing. Because I think it's better than, or it lives up to the hype that it has. If unlike In and Out. Oh God, here we go. Yeah, this is quip writing time.
Yeah, right. How many rounds? This is the final round of this game. This game has 3 rounds, I think. 2 of the previous rounds, and then 1 is an image round.
Yeah, isn't it amazing that it was? I can't read that comment without giving away spoilers. Actually, anyways, a song from inside the WandaVision universe, like charted, like just bizarre, like a short. What is it? Like a minute and a half long, like charted. Oh my gosh, it's just like, I mean, it's a good song.
Just must. Damn. See, I wish that was me, because that would say that my stomach is 100% flat, which I adore. Whoever gave me that comment, whoever gave me that like is straight up compliment, I'm here. I love it.
Yeah, it was me.
Oh man.
Mm.
Oh man, speaking of boats.
Road trip.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Oh.
honestly, if boats stopped existing, I would be okay with that. Like if we just for the
But
next
what about once the water wars start? How are you gonna
Oh, I'm outie
how are we gonna get
5000.
our or like how are you gonna get your Lost at Seas with the Tiger movie?
Yeah.
Or your Lost at Sea with volleyball movie?
Yeah.
Or your Lost at Sea with
Whatever.
Nothing But a Journal movie? Or I mean,
Hey, listen, you fat cat. You're thinking too much about the profits in the movies. Where it's not about that. The main issue is that boats bring disparity to everybody. Like think about it, right? Anytime we've traveled anywhere from where we haven't been, it's just ended up being a terrible time, right? Like just stay where you're at. You won't be nauseous. You won't go up and down and have to throw up for 3 hours. You know, like, yeah, you know what? I am gonna get the boat fans angry. I'm after the boat fans. They're not fans I
God,
want.
why is this the hill you die on?
Because sailboats have ruined my life, and I'm not here for it. I should say it's ridiculous, man.
Okay, well, boats probably are a thing of the rich, which we should probably eat. So, you know what? I've come around. I think I agree with you.
You know, I just think, and then think about this, right? Ever Given gets stuck, or Ever Given gets stuck, puts the whole world in a tizzy for like what, a week and a half, 2 weeks, right? World economy gets shut down. What is that? Boats are made by the devil. Clearly, they ruin economies for one. They upset economies. They upset stomachs. They upset, I don't know, like what's mothers and children's. That's like a demographic you don't want to upset.
Congratulations to LV the First. Or if that's Roman numeral, I don't remember what that is. Congrats, you. Some very funny,
Absolutely killed it.
content in this game. I do want to add the state of depression to the American flag, though. I don't think it should get a star. I feel like it should get like a frowny face emoji.
It's like it's all the states, and then it's just Charlie Brown with his head down.
If each U.S. state had an emoji on the American flag instead of a star, what would Illinois be?
I feel like Illinois would be Illinois.
Like a wind, like the wind icon, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so it's only one symbol.
Yeah, you just get one emoji on the American flag.
I feel like it would have to be. It would have to be like, what's Chicago known for? Like, deep dish crime and wind and corn, right? So, what if we had like, what if we had
that deep dish and crime are separate things, but I like thinking about them as a single thing.
deep dish crime? Okay,
crime.
I have a bet. Okay, so you have a piece of wind. I have a piece. What about a
People
slice
are
with a
calling,
Glock?
whoa. People are calling me out in the chat for saying Illinois. No, like what would Illinois' thing be? Like the possessive. I didn't think it was.
Oh no. We all know you don't know the word Illinois. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to hide behind this facade, Michael, anymore. It's okay.
I was saying the possessive with the S, and I just don't want it on record. Oh no. Anyways, deep dish crime. Let's get back to
I'm
deep
just
dish
saying,
crime.
I feel like my symbol would be, if I had to put my hat in the ring for my symbol, I think it would probably be, I think it would be a slice with a Glock. I think that would be very menacing. I think other states wouldn't fuck with us. Like, honestly, I don't think they would mess with us. That's the thing. Like, the main thing is you want to come up with a symbol that not only incites fear, but also kind of inspires you. So let's say it's like a deep dish, right? Deep dish, sunglasses, slight smirk, kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog with a Glock, you know? It's kind of inviting, but also at the same time, it's like, listen, you don't want this smoke.
About this flag is going to be used like for the military, like it'll be on their uniforms. So there does have to be some level of innovation factor, you know?
I'm just saying, like, you show up to a spot, right? You show up to a spot, some guy has plastered across his shirt, a slice with a Glock. I'm both talking and avoiding that individual at the exact same time. It's like trying to get to know someone.
I have questions for them, and I'm also walking away from them.
Exactly. It's like the same thing as like you want to get to know somebody, but you don't want to know them too much because you don't want to know what they're about, but you don't want to be their friend. And that is the main thing here because they're a threat. They may be, you know?
Yeah.
Dangerously cheesy. It was a phrase I was trying to massage in, but I couldn't come up with a good segue.
No, it is dangerously cheesy. Yeah, that's a great slogan for Illinois, the state of Illinois.
Just dig that. Where is that ditch, Michael? It's just getting deeper, huh?
No, I've been digging. It's right here. The ditch is. It's actually quite deep. I've been working on it. I can stand in the ditch.
Oh,
see, it's actually pretty deep down here. Also, in the game, so you can probably share screen.
Okay. Oh, okay. If
you're just joining us, this is Devs and Diaries, a game.
Slowly rise.
About game making and life and love and the pursuit of happiness, hosted by myself, Michael, and Farhan. We are both developers at Jackbox Games. And if you got questions for us about our games, about any games, about life, throw them in the chat. We will answer them. And if you think that this is unhinged,
sleep's a big thing. That would be nice.
Oh, we are now playing TKO. That is what we were going to play.
Yes, we were talking about symbols so much and coming up with emojis and fashion. I was like, hey, maybe it might be a good idea to make some shirts and make some symbols. Maybe, hey, how about we design the symbols for the states? This is what we got to do. Inadvertently, of course. Everybody draw a state. Draw your favorite state. What do you think it represents? There you go. Make it a shirt.
Oh my gosh. The Origaming King has asked, hey Farhan, what do you think about boats?
And Origami King, I want to say, don't you bring that nonsense in this house, all right? You know how I feel about boats, all right? Don't you? I don't want you mentioning that name. I don't want that. That name is not going to be spoken in this house. Not in this household.
No, go tell your mother what you've done.
Like a t-shirt. And because of the t-shirt themed
Random plug, Nari, good film.
Mizuho AMV says, you want to know them, but you don't want to know enough about them to be able to testify against them. And that is how I live my life, Mizuho. I try to keep everybody at arm's length. If you keep them at arm's length, then they won't hurt you when they get closer, and they can't bring you down with you. It's a prisoner's dilemma. Only happens when you don't have friends. That's all I gotta say.
You know, if we want to be loved, we must risk being known. That's someone else's quote, but I've co-opted it. It's mine now. Ooh boy, I do have to do some drawings, huh?
I know exactly what I'm drawing.
Do you, huh?
Yes.
Well, that's good for you.
You know what? Don't hate me because you ain't me, bro. Come on. All right?
I mean, I am kind of hating you in this specific instance because I ain't you. Because I am envious of your ability to know what you want to draw.
Michael's... I'm shocked you're... Oh, dude. This is choice. Hold up.
Gosh. My drawing ability is so poor that I worry for myself sometimes that like one of the wires between my brains and my hands and my hands isn't working, you know?
Oh, dude, I got this.
Like maybe the doctor cut one when he cut the umbilical cord too.
See, you know...
People are asking about game sound.
Oh,
is it
too
possible
low?
that it's off in the settings? No, it might be off totally.
Alrighty. I can actually boost that up a little bit. Hopefully that's a little bit better for y'all.
Oh yeah, the music is kind of quiet in this moment too.
Yeah.
Only seconds remain.
Oh god, there's only 15
there
seconds.
is game sound.
Crap.
There is game sound. It's just quiet.
Okay.
Thank you.
I gotta focus.
You gotta draw. You were boasting about your ability to draw, and now it's not even gonna.
No! Is there auto submit in this game?
For how the tables have turned.
I hope
you don't know anything about fashion.
No, I didn't even get.
Gosh,
I didn't even get in.
You
Ah,
liar.
damn.
You thought you could come in here with a floral shirt and design clothing of your own? Lies. Lies. What's your favorite minigame sequel?
Oh god.
I don't know. I mean, TP2 is just so good, and also I worked on it, so therefore it's better.
Minigame sequel.
Oh no.
I don't. Suggest something to draw.
Man, drawing is so painful. This is why I like working with artists here so much, is because I know
Oh, the stupidest
just
of
how
fingers.
low quality the stuff that I make is.
Also,
Oh, it's hideous.
oh man,
This is a shrine to my failure. Oh my gosh. Okay.
God, I'm so mad. I'm so sad I didn't do the. I couldn't finish my first one. Oof. Y'all would have been blown away with what it was. It was the artistic, not only integrity.
I totally believe you.
Man,
I mean,
oh boy.
your mom.
Did
I
you-
forgot about these audience comments. Soup.
Now, Michael, I hope you drew your favorite state's symbol.
I am. Frank Ocean's Blonde. Good album. Hot take. Why do I need to call that out? You don't need my opinion on that. I am not by any means a tastemaker. Utah.
Instead, this man is actually a base maker. Oh boy, Michael actually owns a turkey shipping company.
Begin.
Boom, 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 boom. Where does he live? He lives in Maine.
Oh, our pipeline was really messed up. I had that ship getting stuck in the
Turkey, turkey, gobble, 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 rocking everywhere.
Oh no. This is a hit single that come out of WandaVision.
Jeez. All right, I think I'm gonna draw. Oh, dude, what should I draw next? I'm gonna draw a state. What state? Someone give me a state in the chat. Give me a state to draw.
Someone give him a state. Someone did say Utah. Michigan.
Michigan. What is
your
Michigan
answer.
known for? Okay. What is Michigan known for?
You've been there.
I know.
You've been there.
Michigan's my favorite
I
state.
grew up there, but it's your answer.
Florida. Ooh. Ooh. Ohio. Illinois. Michigan's known for cherries.
Illinois.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
Who answered cherries? That's the right answer. For a very specific part of the state.
Traverse City.
Yeah.
That part I knew.
This is no bueno. I don't like this. I'm gonna submit it anyways. Oh no. Yeah, it is also a mitten. Eminem. Cars again. Water. Yeah. Really summing it up. Everyone who lives there being old and having a winter home in Florida.
Is that true? God, man, I wanna.
Yeah, man. All the old people just left in the winter, and you're like, where'd they all go? And it's like,
Masters at work.
They've migrated. Yes.
For your last exercise, you will write as many slogans or phrases as you can. The kind of things you might
Yeah, I mean,
Don't worry, Hauntes. Mine is probably worse than yours. I can guarantee it.
uh-oh, we've gotten raided. The skunk army.
Whoop, whoop. Hello,
Yeah,
Skunk Army.
exactly. I'll be the first. My aunt and uncle have a vacation home in Florida. What I tell you? I tell you? It's like this every time.
I feel like I want to get a vacation home, but I don't know if Florida's the spot because I feel like Florida's scary. There's a lot of things going on in Florida. It's crime. I know that we were talking about crime in Deep Dish, but
Hey, but yeah, there is crime. But if you're partial to the floral shirts, like we both clearly are, Florida is kind of the place to be. This is total. The stuff I'm writing right now is so bizarre.
oh, dude, it's just a stream of consciousness, and I'm really happy with one of my statements. Yo,
Oh yes.
dang, 31.
31?
Yo,
What you doing?
Planning is complete.
Oh.
Now point your eyes at your device. Select one drawing and
Oh, man.
the perfect t-shirt combination. And I do mean perfect.
What am I looking at? Oh, perfect. Okay, this works well.
oh man,
I feel safer in Chicago than if I was
you
in
know,
Florida.
I feel the same way, but that is mostly because I've been born and raised in Chicago, so like I have a little bit of a bias. But I feel like there's so much stuff that's happening on in Florida. Like, not only do you have the people freaking out, everybody's waking up. Death. You have the people waking out, but the second part of it is like,
Oh,
Fight by submission.
Rahan, your toenail.
oh,
no.
lovely, Jiminy. I didn't know you were here.
Oh no, you've named your toenail. Oh no.
I mean, you gotta. It's the only way to get attached, Michael. Otherwise, what are you supposed to
Can
do?
we escape? Can we escape this bit?
Yes, we can.
Yikes. Oh no.
Absolutely, we can. And for those just joining us, this is Devs and Diaries.
No.
An
I
advice.
love reentering the
And
show
I-
after the worst things.
Yup. This is Devs and Diaries. It is an advice
No,
podcast.
why did you vote for Rahan's toenail? Now it's gonna come back.
Oh,
Don't
it's
you know
coming
how
back,
this game
baby.
works? No.
It's coming back. Ooh. No, I lost.
Versus
I'm shocked at that loss. I thought it was 50-50. I thought more people voted for it. I guess not.
I thought more people voted for it too. It sure seemed like it. Perhaps there's a bug in the code. Unlikely though. We make
Impossible.
perfect games.
Impossible. Everything is stress test, white box, black box, everything testing.
Gray box. All
Gray
the
box,
boxes.
all the boxes. Take all the boxes and test them. This
Poor
is,
Johnny. Yeah, Johnny's gone forever now.
you know, I
Which is a real
understand.
bummer.
See, that's the thing.
This is Devs and Diaries. It's a weekly show run by Farhan and myself. We are both employees of Jackbox Games, and it's a time for you to ask your questions and about games, our games, any games, and about life, because we really will take anything.
Yeah. If you have any questions about the design process, typically we've answered questions about design processes. We've given advice on like how to get started in game development if you're an artist or someone else. And if we don't have the resources, we'll find some. There's a bunch of different departments, and I can ask around.
I got friends in high places.
Yeah. They're jumping out of planes. Michael's one of them. Bring back that
13,000
story.
And yeah, and Caden, I think was his name. I was my tandem partner. So okay, this shirt, like, yes, I voted for it because it had my name in it, and I am vain. But this is not representative of my hair. Like, and I know how TKA works, but I don't. I work very hard on my hair, and I would just like to see that represented in the art sometimes, So
yeah, but Michael,
if y'all could
how are you gonna hold
get
people
on that a little bit more?
But
So-
we have stupid fingers. How could you hold people?
I'm just saying, it would be nice if I got a little bit of recognition on that.
Listen, your emotions are valid, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you sharing with us, because that means the world to me, Michael.
That's all I ever wanted.
Now we've gotten to the ASMR section of the podcast. I keep calling it a podcast.
You do. You do keep doing that.
Oh my god.
Another shot.
I just want to
out
mention.
of all party pack games you can think of off the cuff, which end game is your favorite? And which end game is your least favorite? Well, one of those questions is far more politically easy, so I will go with which end game is my favorite. I don't know. I do like the award parade at the end of Talking Points. I think that's really fun and like a nice change of pace from the rest of the game. But I think that the titles that everyone gets at the end of Role Models is like a really cool moment as well. Hey, we got an achievement.
Oh,
Achievement unlocked.
okay. I actually forgot about Role
Trivia
Models.
murder party, and I'm your crazy.
That's actually, the funny part about Role Models is, we probably mentioned this before, but the funny part about Role Models is that, like, giving you a title was not originally part of the game. That was, like, it's easily my favorite part of the game now. Like, 100% it is, honestly, I would say that it's even the reason for the game. But it is, it shifted from being, like, my least favorite endgame to my most favorite endgame just because of that, hey, here's just, like, some bullcrap we can talk to you about. Like, just call you without it being applicable, but slightly applicable, it's great.
Wow, Michael Sleep Paralysis Demon. I like it. Man, I wrote a sketch where I talked with my sleep paralysis demon, and death was one of the topics. Imagine. No, Farhan, what you were saying, like, we needed a system through which we could figure out two people who had been assigned roles were, like, either had similar roles or incredibly dissimilar roles, so that we could pin them in mini games to try and, like, kind of have them compete, in either trying to fight over who is the better thing, or to see who of these two people at these different extremes kind of, like, do this thing better, right? So we had all these, like, roles, like Captain America, Harry Potter, whatever. And we had tags for those so that we could kind of build these mini game matchups. And then it just came out of that, like, what if we just gave people the combination of those tags in order to kind of, like, give them this, like, Uber role at the end. And yeah, it's scarily accurate is the thing that I really like about it.
Yes.
Is that it really does feel like it kind of knows you. So yeah, that was just something that was kind of found through kind of needing this, or, like, kind of wanting this other system. We kind of just, like, stumbled upon on that kind of, like, Uber role, mega role, whatever at the end, because we needed some sort of system for building these, like, matchups.
Which is,
yeah,
it's kind of funny because, like, when you look at Role Models, it seems like from the beginning, it seems like, yeah, of course, the whole game is about you getting a title and you getting a thing. And it's so, like, even when we were developing the game, I feel like, and this kind of talks to the development process, and, like, kind of like sometimes what you start with is not what you end up with, is, like, very much that the game was kind of defined halfway through. When we started the game, there was, like, halfway through the game where, like, we had to pull an audible and be like, this game is fun, but, like, we still need something. I feel like it wasn't even until we got to the that role creation part where, at least me personally, like I didn't even feel like the game was formulated, and I wasn't like, okay, yeah, now it's a game. Like it took probably like 2 or 3 months of straight development before I was like, yeah, okay, this is a game now.
Yeah, it's there's always there's games that like more things need to be in place before they kind of feel like fun kind of at all, which is a very like scary thing to go into, because like the traditional game development thing is like start with something fun and then, you know, build on that and make sure to never lose it as you develop. But like sometimes really fun stuff does take longer to arrive at. So I think Role Models is a great example of something that is actually fun, but like wasn't for a while, you know? Yeah, super happy with how it came out, obviously.
Yeah, me too. I don't know if I got my answer in on time, or my drawing in on time in the last one. I don't think I did, because neither of my drawing.
Farhan, you are
my drawings are not showing up.
you're missing all the shots that you're taking.
The issue,
I think that's how that Wayne Gretzky quote goes.
and the problem is that I'm getting in conversation and I completely missed the fact that I have to draw something. For those who missed it, I actually drew, in the last,
As we approach the
actually, it might still show up, who knows.
chats have switched around your drawings and slogans. Let's see some new shirts.
Oh wow, these are incredible. I'm just excited for y'all to be able to see them.
Oh man. What's a
Good luck.
favorite game ending? I still got old question, but still trying to think of like what's my favorite.
Versus
Oh, Farhan.
What did I do?
Your bed sheets.
What?
Your bed sheets have been licked
Just like.
by whatever that thing is.
Oh, it's an ice cube. That means it's just a cold bed, which I could be okay with.
This is a pretty advanced cooling system where we animate ice cubes to have actual sentience and soul, and then they go around licking stuff to keep it cold.
You know, have you ever been on a waterbed, by the way? Have you ever
That's
tried
an
one?
interesting question for you to ask, and I have not ever been on a waterbed, Farhan.
Okay, like.
You're not gonna try and sell me a waterbed by the end of this, are you?
I wasn't.
I already have a bed, and I don't need another bed.
Listen, I don't know if you're in the market for a bed, all right? I don't know if you're in the market for a bed, but I think you should just consider it, okay? What do you got to lose other than a couple grand, all right? I'm just saying. Keeps you cold. But no, my main reason was I've always wanted to sleep on a waterbed. Actually, now that I think about it, it's going to be no. I don't want to sleep on a waterbed. I just remembered a waterbed is basically just a boat in your home. That's horrible.
Oh, it all
It's the
ties
sa-
back together
it's
to our hatred of boats.
I'm out. Feels like sleeping on a cloud. See, that's what I hear. There's 2 things I hear about the waterbed, or actually 3 things. 1, it's like a boat in your room, which bump that. 2, it's colder than hell because water's specific heat. And 3, I hear that it actually, like, you can't put it on the second floor of a home because there's stories of it, like, just straight up being too heavy and breaking through the floor.
What?
Yeah, I've heard a bunch of stories where, like, waterbeds just straight up break through the ceiling and destroy everything on the bottom floor. Have you ever seen that video? Oh man, actually, this is another tangent. Have you ever seen that video of the shoe store salesman and then he like, falls through the roof and then he's like landing on the ground and then he's just like, "Hi Ron, hi."
Yes, I have seen that.
Oh man.
A waterbed, though, just like, I mean, you're saying it could collapse your house. It could pop and then you could drown.
Right.
Seems not the risk.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you'll drown. The only way you'll drown really is if when the
No, it's
the only
I don't want, the mystique of this shirt on the right is
it's great.
interesting. What is it when? When is what me? Then?
And there's a lot of questions we ask ourselves, and the best part about this is the shirt presents it all for us, you know? Have you ever thought about a shirt being a dossier for the questions you should ask in yourself in your life?
You know, I do think that the best art doesn't answer all the questions it asks. And you know what? Me, Winda. So
A new challenger appears.
sit on that.
Man, everybody's just coming out. I'm gonna take that as a compliment because that guy looks like he smells phenomenal. He looks like he smells like maybe freshly baked cinnamon rolls. I don't know.
I was kind of gonna go bakery route as well. Like
Right?
feels like could be a baker's kid, you know, works on the weekends, gets to try out some tentative focaccia.
I'm very curious about the comment that Gilligan smelled amazing. I can imagine, cause like wasn't everybody was trying to like get with Gilligan, right? Was that the whole point of the show? Cause I remember there was the skipper, Gilligan.
All I kind of remember is that there was an island, boats, and we're back to boats again.
Listen, what did I say about saying that word in this household? That is banned. All right, you're not allowed. Listen,
I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry.
You're
really want a boat.
You're out for the night. All right, you're out.
Well, no.
You're out.
I want to sleep outside again. Not in the tent. No.
At 10.
No, there's wolves out there. There's wolves outside.
What? Where do you live?
Michigan, where there's nature that will just kill you.
See, that's very fair. I forgot that in Michigan, y'all have like nefarious marsupials and shit.
Nefarious marsupials. That is a good band name.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's kind of like the Wombats, that British pop rock band. Good band. My favorite band, perhaps.
The Wombats,
But-
really?
The Wombats. The Wombats are Wombat is a marsupial. I tasted Michael's back hair. No snake. I don't understand how these things quite. Oh, snake oil. Michael's back hair. Hair oil. By my body.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It all goes back around.
The Ouroboros.
Yes, the snake eating itself. Obviously. By my body oil. By my body.
This is all
oil.
just a really, really long plug for us to market Michael's body oil. This is all about Michael's body oil.
Winners.
Wombats pewing cubes. So says Yarg.
Only the best shirts from the
Which just seems
do they
factually
really?
incorrect, but I somewhat. I mean, I can go.
Do they have a cubular rectum?
Wombat. Wow. You start WOMB autocompletes to Wombat poop cubes. So
Wow.
I want to.
yeah, that seems real. Amazing. I feel like our round 1 and 2 shirts were just better, and they're just gonna destroy during this gauntlet. I think that's just the way it's gonna go.
How do wombats poop in cubes?
I mean, scientists.
No, scientists get to the bottom of this mystery. I can't read this article.
Very carefully.
I'll tell you guys about it next week. I'm gonna do a lot of research, figure it out. They have armored butts? What is happening?
What?
Why are... Well, I mean, okay.
No!
So that explains... No, that explains the cube poop, though. Because if you have really tight cheeks, then it's gonna be more flat on two sides, right? So let's say... God,
Oh.
right? So it's not going to come out in a perfect circle as
Wait, no, Farhan.
nature intended.
This can't be the second week.
It can't be the
in a
second
row
week we
that
talk about
No,
poop.
no, it can't. No, we're getting off it. We're talking about fashion and
Yeah,
boats.
no, right. Boats and fashionable boats. Think about,
And these shirts that we have made.
have you read Vogue's Boat Edition 2021 March issue?
Oh, I'm a frequent reader. I have it delivered directly to my mouth by the mailman.
Man, I wish the
Vogue
mailman had that
magazine.
service though. Well, okay, cause like,
It's like Grubhub, but like
right,
they just like
they just feed you.
put it into your mouth for you.
Have you ever had someone like very sweetly drop cereal in your mouth from like a
Probably
safe
not since when
distance?
I was like a child.
How fond is that memory?
I honestly don't have a memory of it. Like it must have happened, right? But I don't think I have any memory of someone spoon feeding me. Maybe this is why I've never known love, but
What? How do we get here? Oh, I guess that makes sense, right? Yeah, no, that makes a bit of
love,
sense.
Love is, yeah.
Love is feeding
spoon feeding.
cereal from a safe distance.
Wow.
Oh.
It is a It's a trivia murder party, and I'm your
man.
crazy host.
Congratulations!
It's a very
to...
New York shirt. It has the Itza, and it has a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. So
Oh man.
I don't know.
Oh man.
What is the is the TMNT city just New York, or is there like some fictional name for TMNT cities?
I think it's like New Donk City or something. It's not. That's from Mario.
Yeah.
It's
Nah. The Wikipedia.org says it's just New York City.
Is
So,
it really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I thought it was a little bit more. I thought it was gonna be like a metropolis situation, you know, where it was kind of like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you know, this is a city that's supposed to be like New York, but not really New York. But
Wow, we've gone on quite a journey over the last 60 minutes.
quite a few tangents.
All fruitful as life is. And now is the time for us to write what we've learned into our shared diary that is also public and you will all see.
Yes, and if
that
you
you
ever
can find at a URL.
if you want to check out the diary or submit a question before our show, feel free to click on the link or visit the link that's on your screen now, jackboxgames.com/devs diary weekly diary entries. Boats suck. That is something we definitely learned. Boats are terrible. What are the topics we talked about? We talked about boats, we talked about fashion, we talked about poop, but we can't. Oh, Illinois's. Oh, that's a thing.
No. Oh man, you did have the deep dish crime.
A deep dish
Man,
crime.
Deep dish crime. Deep dish crime. We had that whole state emoji bit, which was like middling but pretty good. You know, and there's like something about staying afloat that you could get out of boats, right?
Yeah.
Like do whatever it takes to stay afloat. That's a pretty good life lesson.
Oh, okay. That is very sad. But no. Okay, so how can we synthesize that and like, okay, if we were to give this a red text, what's our red text for the week? How about
Dish,
I
deep
got
dish lessons, deep dish. I don't know. Deep dish crime is just such a good slogan.
Deep dish crime is such a good slogan. Oh, got it, dude. How about dishing deep on boats?
Deep in. Could you walk that back and just
absolutely.
say all of those words again?
Dishing deep on boats. We're dishing dishing deets on boats. No, okay, this is not working. None of this is working.
These words. I don't know what they mean.
They're
And the
put together.
combination you said them.
Okay, what was it? Let's just go with deep dish crime because at this point, there's a lot of strings we're pulling at, and I'm floundering. I'm floundering hard. I will admit. Oh, how about you mentioned you had a phrase at the top that I liked. It was, do whatever you can to stay afloat.
That we
I like
could
that.
go.
How do we bring our state representation or anything? How do we bring that into this a little bit? Can we bring that anywhere? Is there any way we can bring the deep dish into the staying afloat?
Like take whatever it's or have whatever slice it takes to stay afloat. I don't know if it like had to go pizza-y.
All right. Staying afloat is just a slice of life.
Staying afloat is just a slice of life. Hey, and it's a trivia murder party, and I'm a young turtle who's been mutated by some ooze and raised by a rat in the city streets of New York. A rat who poops a normal shape, unlike wombats who poop cubes. And this all just kind of flows down the river of life, if you will.
How about since we talked about New York at the end, how about staying afloat is just part of the slice in New York? Mismatch, maybe? Huh?
Staying afloat's a part of the slice of the slice that's in New York. What?
Part of the slice from New York. No, this doesn't.
Yeah.
That's just pure nonsense.
Staying afloat's part of the slice of New York. Yeah. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Why not? It's been unhinged the entire time. Let's keep it unhinged.
What's the worst that can happen?
What's the worst that can happen? It's our show and not yours. That is a quote from.
It's our shores. That's our show. You can't have it.
You can't have
also,
it.
Please welcome.
But maybe. Please come back. Please participate. But with that, that is the end of our show. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for spending time.
Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for all of your questions. We had some great questions. Tune in next week for another Devs and Diaries where we will play a couple more games. And if you have any questions, there's a Google form somewhere that you can submit them ahead of time.
Yeah, definitely.
If you want to for sure have your question answered, especially if it's more like professional industry related or something. I don't know. But you can also just come hang out and ask them live.
Right. Follow the
I've
link.
been Michael. That's for huh.
Follow the link that's on your screen and ask away, friends. All right.
To your heart's content.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.